We're going to do some recording this afternoon. No, it's still this morning. This is November the 22nd, 1966. And we have 7B, and we're going to record the voices of the students. Give them a chance to hear their voice. Most of them have heard their voices, some haven't. But this is done in conjunction with our study on tape recorders, phonographs, and electricity. And so I think I'll ask this boy in the first row here to come up here first. And we want to ask all these students some questions, and or just talk to them, really. I'm not going to ask them any questions that they can't answer, like 2 plus 2 or anything like that. What's your name?
Richard Woolard.
Richard, are you glad to be first?
Yes.
Nothing like being first, is that right? What's so good about being first?
Oh, no.
You don't have any idea. Let's see, I believe, Richard, that you're a noise maker, aren't you?
Yes.
Would you like to make a noise or two for us while you're up here?
Motorcycle.
Motorcycle, be fine.
All
right, that's good. Now this will become interesting because, say 10 years from now when you get married, or 15 or whenever, however long it is, and you have some boys of your own, I'll play them that. They'll probably think that's really cute. Time will really pass. You think, well, I'll never grow up maybe, but you will. You like to make another noise? Can you make another one? Mm-hmm. All right. All right. That when you did that, this hand that I have here went all the way over to red. All right. Come back here just a minute. Now you have so you have a bigger brother, don't you?
Yes.
And what is he, a freshman?
Yes.
Does he go to high school pretty regular?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Is he still quiet, I suppose?
I don't know. I ain't up there.
Oh, you're not up there. Well, he's pretty quiet around home, isn't he?
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Richard, for talking. And come on up now. Would you be waiting? Then we won't have to take time walking up here. Come up a little closer. And your name?
Connie Smith.
All right, Connie, that's the way to talk, talking out loud like that. Connie, what do you like to do when you're not in school?
I don't know.
There's nothing you like to do when you're not in school?
Just play.
You like to play? Well, you have a pretty good appetite, don't you?
Yes.
Most of us have a good appetite. Let's see, Connie, you have a sister?
Yes.
Is that all you brothers or sisters?
I got 3 sisters, 1 brother.
Well, 3 sisters. Well, are they in school?
2 of them's not. 3 of. See, 2 sisters is already married, and then 1 little brother, and then 1 sister's in school.
Oh, well, I didn't realize that you had sisters married. How old are they?
See, Jeannie, she's 18. Juanita, she's 17. And my sister, she's Becky, 9. And my brother, William Roger, he's 7 months.
Your 2 older sisters, did they live around here?
They're my half-sister.
Oh, I see. I guess that's the reason why I had never seen them before. What do you think about Thanksgiving? You think that you'd like to see it come?
No.
Why?
I don't know.
You just don't like, well, how about Christmas?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. All right, the next girl. All right, what's your name?
Frances Potts.
Frances, now tell me again where you came from. You came to school this year here.
Gary, Indiana.
Gary. What's Gary noted for?
I don't know.
Isn't it a famous town for something?
I don't think so.
Oh, I believe they do. I believe this is a steel. They make a lot of steel. Do they have steel plants there?
Yes, they have steel mills all over the place up there.
Yeah, well, that's what I thought. Now, let's see, Francis, you have, how many brothers or sisters you have in your family?
I have 7 brothers.
Woo! You're kidding me, aren't you?
No.
You know, you hear people say, used to say, oh, you're kidding me. Now they say, oh, you're putting me on. I don't know where they got that word, putting me on. Are you the youngest?
No, I'm second to the oldest.
And you mean they go all the way down? Brother, that's a lot of, how many, 8 of you in all?
Mm-hmm. 10 plus my mother and father.
Boy, I tell you. I guess it takes a lot of groceries, doesn't it?
Sure does.
Oh, brother, I don't know what I'd do if I had that many to feed. I guess I'd just buy 'em beans, and that's about all we'd eat. Well, anyway, Let's see now. Your favorite subject?
It's math.
Oh, shucks. Now, I told you yesterday to say science. I thought she was going to say, oh, it's science. I say, that's right. You messed up the whole tape. See, now I'll have to go back over there, and when it comes to math, I'll just have to blot that out. Okay, well, if you're going to say that, I won't talk to you anymore. Of course, I'm just kidding. And, Bobby, come a little closer. And your name?
Bobby Murray.
And you told me you weren't kin to the other Marys in Eldorado.
No.
Now, did I find out why you live in Eldorado?
No, you didn't.
Well, your mother or father, I suppose, one did live in Eldorado, is that right?
Yes, they did. My mom and dad both was born here.
Oh, they were both born here, but your father wasn't kin to the other Marys.
Well, yes, but they've all died now.
Oh, they all died off. Oh, I see. And we found out that Bobby can sing pretty well, and he's kind enough yesterday afternoon to go home with me and sang a few songs for my wife and kids. We appreciate it, and if we have time on the tape here, we'll let him sing another one. Let's see now, Bobby, you came from where?
Arizona.
How long did you live in Arizona?
All my life.
You were born there, and you hadn't ever been to Eldorado until you moved here recently?
We've been here once or twice. I couldn't remember too good.
Mm-hmm. Was this a large town that you lived in?
No, it was small.
Okay, we'll have to interrupt here. I got an interruption at the door. Okay, we're back in business. That was no, it wasn't. It's a little early for Santa Claus. Did you tell me what town or size of town?
I lived in Little Acres.
Little Acres.
It's in between Miami and Globe.
Miami, Arizona, and Globe. How large town was it?
Well, it was small, but only Globe and Miami were pretty good size.
Good size. So you went to school out there, and then you moved back here. All right. Well, that's good. Thank you for talking. And next guy, come on up here too. And your name?
Wayne Watt.
Wayne Watt. You're the WW man, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
You have a rather famous name, don't you?
I guess.
Don't you know Mr. Watt was famous?
James Watt.
Well, somewhat. I guess they named Watts Electricity after. He was the electrical man. Now let's see. You like science?
Yes.
I snuck that one in. Didn't give him a chance to think. What do you like best about school, though?
Science is.
Mm-hmm. You talk a little bit louder, would you?
Science.
All right. Why do you come to school?
Supposed to, I guess.
All right. Well, that's partly true. I wonder if there'd be any other reasons that you want to come to school.
Learn.
All right. What is the advantage of getting an education, you think?
Get a job.
I'd get a job and many other assets, isn't there? How are you getting along with Leon?
Okay, I
He
guess.
ever beat you up?
Yes.
Oh, he does? Really? Why does he do that?
Meanness, I guess.
I mean, he's meaner than you are.
Yeah,
You're meaner? He is.
he is.
He is. Do you ever aggravate him any?
Sometimes.
Sometimes. So he whops you, is that right?
Yes.
Okay, well, you tell him next time he does that, you better go easy on you because he might hurt you. All right? All right, let's talk to this fella. This guy has a white shirt on with red squares all over it, right? And he's got dark eyes and white teeth and white shoes and a green knee. Well, he's been on the grass. Who's been clobbering you at noon hour?
Me and Freddie Calsert was flipping each other.
Oh, you were. And your name?
Marcy Kolar,
Kolar.
Kolar.
You pronounce it Kolar. Most people call you Kohler, don't they? But you like the Kolar? Huh? Marcy, what do you like to do when you're not in school?
I like to go down to my basement and fool with my electric train, my torch track, and my microscopes.
Oh, I see. You like to tinker with them. How you get along with your little brother?
I don't have any brothers.
So you get along with him fine then, don't you?
Yeah.
What does Thanksgiving mean to you, Marcy?
Well, it means that, well, to me it's a famous day.
All right. Do you think that we have the right attitude toward Thanksgiving?
I guess.
You think you do? You think you're really thankful for all the things you have?
Mhm.
You really feel like you are?
Mhm.
What do you think about starting Christmas decorations and decorating towns before Thanksgiving?
Well, I think it's too far off from Christmas.
I believe you're right, Marcy. I think that's terrible. They start talking about Christmas about the middle of October. They can't wait to get your dollars, it seems like. I think it's a bad practice. Could we have the next person up here, please? And what do you like to do when you grow up?
Well, I'd like to become a welder. It just runs in my family.
Oh, it runs in your family. You'd like to join things.
Yes.
What does a welder use?
Well, he uses either an electric torch or a acetylene torch. And I don't like the electric because all the time you have to be changing your rods, and with acetylene you just have a continuous flame.
All right, that's good. Well, you sound like you know what you're talking about. All right, let's talk to this girl. And come a little closer now. Won't bite you. And your name?
Sharon Ann Rice.
How's Richard?
Fine.
He is. You going to talk about him today?
No.
Who you making a face at? Oh, it's your sister? Oh, I thought maybe you was making a face at the wall over here. Sharon, I believe you told me one time that you help your mother quite a bit around the house.
Yes, I do.
What did you tell me you could cook?
Beef roast, potatoes, beans, anything you can think of.
All right, how about eggplant?
No.
You can't, well, you said anything I can think of. Huh?
No.
You can't do that. Well, how about squash?
No.
How would you like to make a squash pie?
No.
Mm-hmm. What do you think the Indians and the first pilgrims had around Thanksgiving to eat?
Turkey.
You like turkey?
Yes.
How's a turkey go, you know?
I don't know.
You don't have any idea how a turkey goes? All right. What are your plans when you grow up?
A babysitter.
You like to be a babysitter the rest of your life?
Yes.
Well, a lot of times we end up being babysitters, don't we?
Yes.
That's what my wife's doing right now. Well, of course, he's asleep. She's not sitting with him, but she's around the house. Do you like to just bring a bunch of little ones in and they pay rent on them or something?
Yes.
All right, let's talk to this young man behind you. Very nice young man here. Your name?
Ricky Price.
And I believe you told me, Ricky, you had a tape, so you've heard your voice many times before. Tell me something about your tape recorder.
Well, it runs with battery. It has a small mic, and the tape's small. It's not as big as that.
Keep going. You're doing fine. What have you done that you? Have you enjoyed having it? What do you do with it that's fun?
Well, I tape music, tape myself, I tape cars every night, squealing cars.
Where?
At my house.
You mean they squeal going by your house?
Yeah.
Where is that?
On State Street.
You sure that's not Willard going down through there on his bicycle?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know you lived on State Street. There's a lot of famous people live on State Street, and I do. Where do you live on State Street?
912 State Street.
Is that down below me somewhere?
It's down by the golf station.
Down by the, the great big house.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't know where you lived. What would you like to do when you, say, get 25?
Be a mechanic.
All right, that'd be a good profession to get into. You know about how much mechanics make an hour? Good mechanics?
No.
I was talking to a fellow not long ago. Maybe I was telling you he's just been out of high school a couple of years, and I think he told me he was making $125 a week working in a garage at Carbondale. So that's not bad, is it?
No.
Okay, thank you, Ricky. And let's talk to this girl. And get right around this way so I can look at your smiling face. Don't get too far away. And your name, please.
Gail Macbeth.
All right, Gail, have you heard your voice recorded before?
Yes.
The other day, I believe. Have you heard it before that?
Yeah, I think so.
How do you think it sounds?
Stupid.
Stupid, huh? I know when we played it back the other day, that little, you mentioned your name, you wanted to put your hand over your ears, and it wasn't because you didn't like your voice, it's because it's kind of made you kind of a little bit bashful in it.
No.
It does? It does me, used to me sometimes, I get a little bit shame, I don't know if you call it shame-faced or what. I had a nephew one time, and when he was a little boy, I was being interviewed by a man on the street. And I told him I was going to go down there to be interviewed, and so I told him I'd like to say hello to my little nephew that lived up around McLeansboro. And you know what he did?
No.
He crawled under the bed. Yeah, he did. He crawled under the bed. He went whoop right under the bed when I said I'd like to say hello to him. Now let's see. You are going to do what when you grow up?
Nurse.
You're going to be a nurse. Well, that'd be fine. What do nurses do?
Beats me.
Beats you?
I don't know.
You mean they beat you?
No.
Oh, I see. What kind of a nurse would you like to be? A particular kind?
Candy strapper.
Oh, you like to be a candy strapper. That's that's the one you start out as, right? And then you decide whether you want to be a nurse, right? Well, I believe you could make it. Thank you for talking to us. Let's talk to this young lady. And when I talk about talking on tape recorder, she come right up here a little more. She says, I don't think she's that afraid. And your name?
Sammy Mason.
Sammy, let's see now. You told me that you were taller than your mother.
Mm-hmm.
And she's kind of a short one, isn't she?
Yeah.
You're getting behind me now. Get up so I can see you out this way. You gonna crawl behind me? Say, I don't want to talk here. I can't want to read about it. Sammy, what do you like to do when you're not in school?
I don't know.
Well, who do you like to visit with? You like to visit anybody? Like to go over to any friend's house, or like you say, you like to listen to records?
Mm-hmm.
What kind of record do you like?
Mm.
You backing up? Come on up here, Sammy. What kind of records?
I guess just long hair music.
Long hair? What do you mean? Sammy, you're going to have to get up here. My microphone won't reach. What do you mean by long hair? You mean Beatles stuff?
Yeah.
Is that long hair music?
I guess.
Well, I used to talk this symphonic music was long hair. I guess that would be kind of long hair today, wouldn't it? Yeah. Who's your favorite group?
I don't know.
You have no favorites?
I just like Loretta Lynn.
Oh, she's good, isn't she? Yeah, I like to hear her. You don't even know who Loretta Lynn is, do you? See? Oh, he's kin to her?
Yeah.
How's that?
I don't know. He's kin to some Lynn's.
Oh, is he? Mm-hmm. Maybe not that one. Oh, Lynn Young. Is he kin to Lynn Young?
Yes, he's her cousin.
Oh, I didn't know that. I guess you know the Beatles were losing their popularity.
Yeah, good.
Yeah. All right, thank you for talking. Come on up here. I'm going to ask this girl a question, see if she can answer it. Let's see what her name is first. Come a little closer. Your name?
Arlene Gallagher.
Marlene, do you know what happened 3 years ago today?
No.
All right, I'll ask someone else in a minute. Marlene, I guess you've had to put up with your sister about all your life.
Yes.
Would you say that your personalities are somewhat the same? Do you like things pretty much the same?
Yes.
Which one of you thinks the nicest?
Her.
You really think she is? Think she's nicer than you? There really shouldn't be too much difference after being twins. You should have pretty much the same likes and being around each other. Do you like, well, you're not exactly, well, yeah, you are pretty well dressed alike. Do you like to dress alike?
Yes.
You think that's nice, or do you think it'd be better if you dress separately?
Alike.
Have you ever been separated from her for any length of time?
No.
How would you like to just have her go away and you never see her anymore?
I wouldn't like it.
I think that'd be interesting to have a twin that looked like you and be like you, or maybe it wouldn't. I don't know. All right, you're going to You're going to, I guess, enjoy the Thanksgiving vacation.
Maybe.
Well, you're going to get off from school. That's enjoyment, isn't it?
Yes.
All right, thank you for talking. Let's get this other gal. This girl that's coming up here looks just like the one I talked to. She's an identical twin. And what happened 3 years ago, November the 22nd?
I don't know.
Okay. And your name?
Arlene Gallagher.
And did you tell me that you came from a pretty good-sized family?
Yes.
How many brothers and sisters do you have in your household?
You mean counting Marlene and me?
Mm-hmm, counting all of you.
5.
There's 5 of you all together.
Mm-hmm.
Any brothers?
1.
1. There's 4 girls. How old is your brother?
9 or 10, I don't know.
He's a little bit younger than you. What grade's he in?
5th.
5th grade. So it'll be a couple of years before he has to put up with me, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
How do you like school this year?
I like it.
How do you like science?
I like it.
How do you like your teacher?
He's fine.
He's fine or fun?
Fine.
All right, well, that's good. I'm glad you do. This always helps a great deal if you like class. Did you think last year that part of your school year you'd tape your voice?
No.
No, you didn't, did you? What are you going to do when you grow up?
I don't know.
You don't know. Okay, why don't you sit down and think about it? All right, thank you for talking. And now we got a young gentleman coming up here. I see he has his hair combed like all the cats nowadays have them fixed up. You know what a cat is, don't you?
Yes.
What?
Well,
It's what dogs chase, right?
yes.
Isn't it?
Yes.
That's right. And your name?
Candie Kilgore.
Now you want to talk a little bit louder so we can get all of those beautiful melodious tones that are going to be vibrating so brilliantly through your vocal cords. And let's see, you've got, you're playing basketball, aren't you?
Yes,
How do you like to play basketball?
I do.
I thought you did. I just kind of suspected you'd like to play by watching you playing out there. Didn't you get about 5 or 8 points the other night?
Yes.
Do you worry about how many points you get?
Well, not really.
You like to score, but you'd rather the team win, hadn't you?
Yes.
That's the attitude. You've heard your voice taped before.
No.
Never before? Well, boy, I see you're a twin too, aren't you?
Yes.
You're not an identical twin.
No.
It'd be bad if you were an identical twin, wouldn't it? Why?
I wouldn't look like my sister.
You'd be wearing a skirt, wouldn't you?
Yes.
I wonder how you look in a skirt.
Never
You wouldn't look too good, would you? All right, Randy, thank you for talking. We'll talk to this girl here. We'll make sure to get everybody in. Come on over there closer. And your name?
Kathy King.
Kathy, I noticed you have your hair different today than you did yesterday. Do you like it the way it was yesterday?
I guess so.
Did you put it up yourself?
No.
Who did that?
My girlfriend.
Your girlfriend. Who's that?
Ludine.
Ludine. Who's Ludine? None of my business. Okay. It looked nice. It looked real nice. Do you have something on your hair?
Yeah.
I thought you must have had something that gave it a little bit. What is it, summer blonde or something like that?
Summer.
Uh-huh. And let's see, now you're going to do what when you grow up?
Be a nurse.
Be a nurse. Well, you've already got part of the uniform on right now, haven't you? Huh? Is that a nurse uniform?
It's Ben Casey.
Oh, that's old Ben Casey's uniform, huh? He used to wear that?
I don't know.
I don't believe it fit him. What do you think?
No.
What do you got around your neck here?
A chain with rings on it.
Why do you put come a little closer here. Why do you put a chain around your neck with rings on it?
Just as fun of it.
You are those your rings?
Yes.
Oh, I thought maybe those were your boyfriends. You don't have a boyfriend though, do you?
Yes.
You do? Well, would you want to whisper who it is? No, you don't have to tell. That's right. I know who it is. It's Billy Stanley, isn't it? Okay, well, I missed all that one. I just missed all that one. Okay, Kathy, thank you for talking. I hope you don't get too mad at me because I said that, because you don't like girls, do you? And your name?
Billy Stanley.
Billy. I always kid him quite a bit, and sometimes he kind of looks at me like, well, that guy crazy or something, but He's a pretty good boy, Billy is, I think. Has nice-looking brown eyes, too, and kind of got brown auburn hair. Hair's pretty, too. Billy, how do you like 7th grade?
It's okay.
Do you know what, I didn't ask her, but do you know what happened 3 years ago on this day?
On this date,
3 years ago today, something happened.
somebody got shot.
Somebody got shot? Well, who?
Kennedy.
Yes, that's right. You win the prize. Let me see. What is it here? Oh, yes, I have a piece of waste paper. Yes, it was 3 years ago today when President Kennedy was shot. That's right. And you remembered it. I guess you know who our first president was, don't you?
Washington.
Right, and he was our rottenest president too. He was. Do you know that?
No.
He was, and I can prove it. You know how?
No.
He's been dead the longest. You know what building has the most stories in it?
The library.
That's right. Most people say what?
The Empire State Building.
Boy, just think that he's just full of knowledge. He's just, boy, smart, isn't he? Boy, I tell you. And how do you get along with Carolyn?
Okay.
She's not too hard to get along with, is she? Is she liking high school okay?
I guess.
Is she still as quiet as ever?
No.
No, she's going around them, huh? She's probably not as quiet around home, is she?
No.
Okay, Billy, thank you for talking. We got 3 more here. And our tape's moving along quite well. We have used 237 feet since we started here. Actually 230 because it had 7 feet on it. All right, and your name?
Ronnie Braddock.
Boy, that's the way to talk, Braddock. And you got a pretty shirt on today. Is that new?
Yes.
And how about your trousers?
I hate them.
Almost put that in your eye, didn't I? You don't like those trousers?
Yeah,
Those are pretty. Those are real fancy corduroy, aren't they?
Yeah, I like them a little, but not a lot.
What does corduroy remind you of?
No, I don't know.
You know what that? You really know what that looks like to me?
I don't know.
Union Station. Looks like Union Station. You know what Union Station is? What?
It's a train station.
Yeah, look at the tracks. There's all the tracks going into the station. No, what do you like to do, Ronnie? Come up closer now so I can get your voice.
Play basketball. You like track a lot.
You like track a lot, and I believe you said yesterday you like girls. Huh? Is that right?
A little.
A little bit. Well, that's about the only thing there is left. I mean, it's about the only thing there is to like you, right? If you don't like boys, you must like girls, right?
I guess.
They'll all come in 2 varieties, either boys or girls, right? And they say that boys make the best husbands, so I guess that's right. Or men, maybe. I don't think boys make very good as a boy, but men would. You play the trumpet?
Yes.
Are you as good as your big brother?
Better.
You're better. All right, now, are you just spoofing me or not?
He's a little better.
Oh, well, all right, now we're going. You're better than... Oh, maybe he's just a little better. What would you like to do when you are grown and have your education behind you?
I want to be a mechanic or a chemistry teacher.
A mechanic or a chemistry teacher. All right, Mr. Braddock, thank you for talking. Let's talk to this girl. And this girl's name is?
Flo Dennis.
Flo Dennis. That's just as good a name as any, I reckon. Flo has on a real pretty dress today. I don't know if it's a blue-green or whatever it is. It's kind of striped too, isn't it? Blue socks and I don't know what those are. Corduroy shoes and the real hair on her head. And let's see now. I believe you told me you had a brother, right?
2.
2. What's their names?
Junior and Mark.
What's your father's name?
Kenneth Dennis.
And your mother?
Irene Dennis.
Irene?
Yes.
Or Irene?
Irene.
How do you spell it?
Irene.
Mm-hmm. All right. Some people call it Irene, and others call it Irene. Did you ever hear your dad singing a song to her? Good night, Irene. Huh? You know that song?
I've heard it.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's an interesting song. It used to be very popular. It was #1 back 10 or 15 years. Good night, Irene. Good night, Irene. Something like that. Let's see now. What are you going to do Thanksgiving Day?
I don't know. Eat turkey. Eat turkey.
Eat turkey. You sure going to have turkey?
Yeah.
I'm not sure I'm going to have turkey. I just may have an old hen or something. Or maybe half a hog or a side of beef or something like that, or a bale of hay maybe. Keg of nails. What would you like to do when you grow up?
Nurse.
Uh-huh. What kind of nurse?
Register.
Thank you for talking, and come back sometime. All right, let's talk to this boy, our last victim today. And come on up here. It won't bite you. And your name?
Richard Rice.
Richard's my, I don't know, prop man or mechanic or things. He brings things to school. And how do you like your sister?
I don't like her.
You don't like her? You wish she dropped dead?
Yes.
What would happen if she was to die?
I don't know.
Would you care?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I thought. See, that happens so much of the time. We act like we don't like our brothers and sisters, and then if somebody talks about them or mistreats them, then we all take up for them, don't we? But most of the time we feel like we don't like them. But if they got sick, or died, we'd feel different, wouldn't we? What would you like to do when you grow up, Richard?
Be a mechanic.
All right. What would you like to work on?
Things. Anything I think of.
All right. You like to whatever needs to be fixed, you like to work on it.
Yes.
Well, do you know a mechanic who might help you with some of skills and so forth that you could watch?
Yes.
Well, you need to get acquainted with him and watch him quite a bit, and maybe help him wash off parts and do things. And this is a good way to get started. What are you going to do Thanksgiving Day?
I don't know.
Eat some of Sharon's cooking?
No.
Oh, you'll get tummy ache if you do, won't you? All right, Richard, thank you for talking, and we'll stop right here. I think I do have maybe another or two, is that right, missing today? Who is missing? Ruthie and Eula's going to come back Monday, and who else? Is there somebody here? Okay, well, let's stop for now, and I'll tell you what, let's do. Gail, did you want to sing a song for us? We've already heard him. Do you want to sing one? I mean, you don't have to. I just wonder if you did. If you would, we'd like to hear it. I mean, I don't know. Maybe you can't even sing. Come on up and give it a try. If we have time, we'll listen to Sharon too. Would you like to take the microphone and just hold it kind of like that? Hold it up. That's the way. And I'll control the volume over here. Right here.
Which one?
What? Any song you want to, as long as it's not a honky-tonk song or something.
Got any rivers you think are uncrossable? Got any mountains you can't tunnel through? God specializes in things thought impossible. He does the things others cannot do.
Got all of it?
Yeah.
All right, thank you. And Sharon, you want to try one? Okay. All right. Take it. You take it and hold it about like that, Sharon.
There's a golden harp in that heaven for me. There's a golden harp in that heaven for me. There's a golden harp in that heaven for me. And someday I will fly away. You just pick those strings in that oh heaven rings. You just pick those strings in that oh heaven rings. You just pick those strings in that oh heaven rings. And someday I will fly away. There's a golden harp plays sweet melody. There's a golden harp plays sweet melody. There's a golden harp plays sweet melody, and someday I will fly away.
All right. Well, that's not bad at all. Now, if any of you don't think that's good singing, then you ought to come up and try it yourself. Willard, you want to try it? I noticed you were acting like you didn't like it. You want to try one? I'll tell you what you do. You come up here and let you sing, and then we'll compare them, see which one's the best. No? All right, Flo, do you sing too? Come ahead if you want to sing. This is anybody's day. Okay, Bobby, come ahead and you can do that one. That's got a little beat to it, like you sang yesterday. Okay?
Woke up this morning.
Yeah, I woke up this morning. I'll pat my hands and you go ahead and sing.
Well, I woke up this morning feeling fine. I woke up with heaven on my mind. I woke up with joy in my soul, for I knew that my Lord had control. I knew that I was walking in the light,
For I've been on my knees in the night, and I prayed to the Lord to give me sight. And now I'm feeling mighty fine. Oh, well, I'm feeling mighty fine. I've got heaven on my mind. Don't you know I want to go where the milk and honey flows? There's a light that always shines down inside this heart of mine, and I'm feeling mighty fine. I've got heaven on my mind.
Okay, anybody else want to sing? Might as well. Go ahead, Flo, if you want to sing. How about you, Richard? Okay, well, I thank you all for talking today, and we still have about 3 or 4 minutes. We'll just play a little bit of it back and see how it sounds. Who? Who wants to sing? Come ahead, Flo, if you want to. Now, I'll give you 5 seconds. 1, 2. All right, Flo's going to sing. Whatever you want to sing, we'll have time for you to sing. Anything you want to. Right here, Flo. Not sing what Gail sang. That's all right.
Got any rivers you think are uncrossable? Got any mountains you can't tunnel through? God specializes in things thought impossible. He does the things others cannot do.
Was somebody doing the harmony of that? You were? Okay, come back up here and let him do the, can you sing with her on that? Did you hear how that was harmonizing, the way he was doing that? I can pick that up all the way up here. Okay. Well, all right, this has been 7B. We've been recording the voices in the science class, and this is November the 22nd, 1966. We had a couple of students, or 3, absent yesterday, and noticed one of them back today, and we've been listening to these voices, so we'd like to tape this girl's voice too. And your name?
Ruthie Springer.
All right. How's that sound? Sound pretty good?
Yes.
You can hear it coming out through here, can't you? That's the way it's going to sound on the tape. How did you enjoy these tapes, these people?
I like them.
Kind of funny, some of them, weren't they?
Yes.
Who do you think was the funniest?
Marlene.
You think Marlene was the funniest, huh? Why was she so funny?
I don't know.
Why weren't you at school yesterday? Why weren't you at school yesterday?
I didn't feel good.
You're playing hooky?
No.
You had pneumonia?
No.
You just didn't feel good. What are you planning on doing tomorrow for Thanksgiving?
I don't know.
You going to have any friends or neighbors in? Who's coming to your house? Are you going somewhere?
My uncle,
Is coming to your house? What's his name?
Ernie.
Who?
Ernie.
Ernie, how much? Ernie who?
Holt.
Ernie Coat?
Holt.
How do you spell that?
Holt.
Oh, where does he live?
Walnut Street.
Oh, well, right down through here somewhere. Do you have any brothers or sisters?
Yes.
How many and what's their ages?
2. And one's 10. No, one's 11 and one's 7.
And the one that's 11 is in what grade?
6th.
Is this a boy or girl?
Boy.
He's going to be here at school next year. Have you already warned him about me?
No.
You haven't, but you better warn him, hadn't you?
I guess.
Yeah. Why?
You told me to.
Oh. All right. What would you like to do when you grow up?
Be a beautician.
Oh, boy, you got a lot of people you can start out in here. They need it, don't they?
Yes.
Who would you start on first?
Marlene.
Marlene must be a pretty good friend of yours. You're kidding her, is that right?
Yes.
Did you, or was it Marlene or the Easter Bunny, leave this egg up here?
Me.
You're the Easter Bunny, is that right? It's kind of early, isn't it?
Yes.
Why did you leave that?
I don't know.
Think I looked hungry?
No.
Okay, Ruthie, thank you for talking. All right, we're going to do some more recording this morning, and I have a real nice group here. I guess I nearly need to say that because they're listening to me. This is 7A. You can probably hear that coming through the tape recorder too. It's coming through the speaker also. This is November the 28th, 1966, right after Thanksgiving vacation. Boys and girls should all be really alert this morning. And we're going to, I'm going to talk to each student and ask them a few questions. This is an annual thing I always do with my students, something that I keep a permanent record of, and something that always is quite interesting to them, especially in years to come. All right, we have a girl, first of all, to talk to this morning, and this girl is getting the hair out of her eyes. And tell us your name.
Cynthia Hodge.
All right, Cynthia. Well, let's talk about Thanksgiving. What did you do over the vacation?
Went to my grandma's and rode horses and ate.
All right, went to your grandma's, and you rode horses at your grandma's?
Yes,
Where does your grandma live?
near Golconda.
Well, that kind of goes with Thanksgiving, doesn't it? Over the river and through the woods to grandmother's house we go? That's what you did. Did you go over the river and through the woods?
Well, through the woods, but not over the river.
I bet you did to go through the woods if you went to Golconda. What kind of horses they have?
It's horses, I guess.
What do you mean, riding horses?
Yes.
Have you ever been thrown from a horse?
Yeah. Been backed for a wild one.
Did you fall off over the weekend?
No.
Did you ever break any bones?
No.
No. Let's see, you ate turkey?
Yes.
Your grandfather and grandmother both alive?
Well, my grandmother is. I got a step-grandfather.
I see. Did your dad kill a bear up in Maine?
No.
What'd he kill?
Deer.
A deer. I saw a deer last night.
Oh.
I did. I saw one going North City, went across the road in front of me. Well, let's see. What was that call you the other day?
Shaggy dog.
Shaggy dog. I was only joking though, wasn't I?
Yeah, I hope.
And you really, you were obliged, didn't you?
Yeah, sure.
You pulled her hair. Okay, Cynthia, thank you for talking. Steve didn't know what I was going to talk to her about, but we talked about horses. And all right, we have another girl. Would you stand a little bit closer? She was just a little bit too far away. And your name?
Brenda Sibley.
Well, that's a way to talk. Boy, I could see the hand really move over. Generally, on these tapes, I talk louder than the students do. Well, let's see now, Brenda. Do you like to hear Al Hurt?
No.
You don't? Well, you're still getting farther away. Why do you have Al Hurt record?
My aunt bought it for me.
You don't like Al Hurt?
No.
You don't like trumpets? No. Didn't you realize he's one of the world's best?
Yeah.
What kind of music do you like?
Popular music.
See, you step back again. Well, what is popular music?
I don't know.
Well, who's probably one of your favorite groups?
Paul Revere and the Raiders, probably. I don't know.
Paul Revere and the Raiders? Whee! How about, who did I see the other night on some group on TV? They had a name for him. Somebody in the hubcaps. I think that was just a made-up.
Sullivan Show.
I don't know. I think this was just on a program that they'd made up the name. How did you like Thanksgiving?
I didn't.
You'd rather been to school Thursday and Friday?
No.
Well, why didn't you like Thanksgiving, Brenda?
Because we had turkey, and I hate turkey.
Mm-hmm. That's all you had to eat was turkey?
Well, we had other stuff, but I didn't like anything.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's bad. You don't like any kind of turkey at all?
No.
Shame. Okay, thank you for talking. Your name?
Tommy Butler.
See, it's not so difficult if you stand close like Tommy is. I don't have to reach out here for you. Tommy, what do you like to do when you're not in school?
Play.
What do you like to do in school? Play?
Play.
What do you like to play, Tommy?
Basketball.
You any good?
I don't know.
Well, what do you think? What do people think? They think you're any good?
I don't know.
Well, are you bad?
Hope not.
You hope not. Have you scored any points this year?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, where'd you get that word?
Made it up.
You mean you thought that up yourself, huh?
I heard it from other people.
Oh, I see. Well, you wouldn't want to use that kind of language some of these times when your children hear this. They'd say, "You mean my dad used that kind of language?" Saying, "Yeah." So you know how to speak, though, don't you?
Yes.
Yes. You have a girlfriend?
No.
No girlfriend. Somebody said in the group here, yes. They just don't know what they're talking about, do they?
That's right.
Well, that's good. You know, you want to just stay away from these girls. They'll... Right?
Yeah. Yes.
What position do you play in basketball?
Guard.
Have you won any games this year?
1.
1-1. Well, that was a big thrill, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, we get the habit, don't we? You looking forward to next year?
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Tommy, for talking. And we have a girl now, and our tape is moving along. Since we started talking here, Candie, do you have any idea maybe how many feet run along here on the tape?
No.
Would you make a guess?
Oh, I'd say about 5 or 6 feet.
About 5 or 6 feet. Yeah, about 70. About 70 feet has gone by since we've all been talking. It's not going very fast, but there's 70. You want to see here? Come here, and I'm show you. See, there's 75 feet run up there. There's about 5 feet since we've been talking. All right, Candie, did you give me your full name?
Candie Kilgore.
Candie Kilgore. That sounds like a real sweet name. It is, isn't it? Candie. You have any brothers or sisters?
Yes, I have 2 sisters and 3 brothers.
Your sisters are not at home, are they?
No, they're all married.
You have 2 brothers at home, and I guess you get along with them real nice.
No.
What seems to cause the friction at your house?
Well, Randy and Ronnie get in a lot of fights, and I try to stop them, and then we're all fighting.
I guess you're the nicest one of the bunch, aren't you? Do you help your mother any at home?
Yes, I do most of the work after I get home from school.
Such as?
I usually make up the beds, and after supper I usually wash the dishes.
She talks out pretty nice. See, some people talk slow, but this is taping real nice. Had you rather wash dishes or dry them?
Neither.
Well, I know it, but if you had a choice, or do you have to do both?
I just have to wash them. I'd rather wash them than dry them.
Who dries them?
Nobody. We let them drain out.
You let them dry themselves. Let the air in the house. What'd you do over Thanksgiving?
I went up to Kankakee. Our whole family did to see my brother.
How old is he?
I think he's in his 20s. I don't know exactly how old.
You do know him, though.
Yes.
Is he? He was older than you, and you were little, I guess, when he left, right?
Yes.
Does he have a family?
Yes, he's got his wife and 2 kids and 1 on the way.
One on the way. What's he going to be?
Well, I'm not sure. He's got 2 girls now, though.
Why aren't you sure?
Well, it's still on the way, and I don't know what it could be.
Oh, you mean you can't determine that too well? Oh, that's right. Okay, thank you, Candie, for talking. You have a choice. I mean, you have 2 possibilities, right? Okay. All right, would you come over a little closer? And, I talked too loud there. I really went over in the red. Your name?
Elizabeth Butler.
And Elizabeth, what did you do? We had a little Thanksgiving program the other day. What did you say?
I read a part about the trip of the Mayflower.
Do you remember any of it from memory?
Part of it.
Would you like to tell us about it on tape?
No.
Would you, though? You might like to. Do you remember any of it?
the last few sentences.
Okay. Look at what's your back. Come up a little closer.
There were 2 deaths that occurred during the voyage. One was a young servant boy, and the other was a blasphemous sailor whose death the Pilgrims considered a judgment of God. 2 boy babies were born during the trip, one named Oceanus and the other Peregrine, which means one who journeyed. The latter died in 1704 at the age of 84, the last surviving pilgrim.
Yeah, that's good. What are you going to do, or what would you like to do when you grow up?
Either do something that has to do with animals or be a teacher for the mentally retarded.
Okay, that'd be fine. And are you still making pretty good grades in school?
Yes.
Thank you for talking, and let's talk to this girl. All right, have another girl. We only had one boy in this row. And your name?
Deborah Mahaffey.
And I was talking a while ago about taping you before. You've grown a little since then.
Yes.
Those girls that we mentioned, they still friends of yours?
Yes.
I suppose you've taken on some more friends since then, haven't you, too?
Yes, a whole lot.
I imagine coming over to this school this year that you got better acquainted with some students you didn't know too well before, didn't you?
Yes, about 20 of them.
How about Carla? You and Carla get along pretty good at home?
No.
Is that right? Which ones cause the trouble?
I do.
You do? Well, what do you do to upset the apple cart?
I pissed her.
How do you do that? Give me some examples.
Oh, when she does the homework, I make her make a mistake, and she has to do it all over.
I wonder why you would do that. Did you ever stop to think why you do that?
Because she does it to me.
Oh, she does to you. You're just paying her back?
Yes.
What did you do over Thanksgiving?
We went out to my grandfather's.
Where does he live?
Out in Wasson.
Well, that big town of Wasson out here, huh? Do you have any trouble with the traffic lights or the traffic out there?
No.
No. Have you ever lived in Wasson?
Yes.
Is that where you got your start?
Yes.
I asked Elizabeth what she'd like to do when she grows up. What would you like to do?
Be a nurse.
Be a nurse. Well, that'd be nice. All right, thank you for talking. And then I have a real big boy here. Well, he's really not that tall, but sometimes the newspaper says he is. And what's your name?
Bob Tierney.
And Bob, you say you were making some strange noises over the weekend on your tape recorder?
Yeah.
You want to do some of them here for us?
No.
Wardie, won't you to?
I don't want to, though.
Well, let's see, Bobby. You and the team's been doing pretty good this year. What's your record so far?
4-1.
North City just a little bit too tough for you?
Yeah.
Do you think you could beat them again, or do you just think they're just too much?
We can beat them again.
You just weren't playing a good game that night? Is that what happened?
Yeah.
You're kind of like Butler. You're saying yeah.
Uh-huh.
No, we don't say Who's your next game?
Carrier Mills.
Oh, you play them next. We beat them the other night, didn't we?
Yeah. Yes.
Yes. And do you hope the game is called a little bit differently when you go to Carrier Mills?
Yes.
It got kind of rough, didn't it?
Yes.
And who was the roughest?
Omahandro.
No, I mean, what player?
What do you mean?
What player was the roughest?
For their team?
No, well, on the floor. It could have been, you might have been. You fouled out first.
Well, I don't know. They call the game time close.
Oh, I see. Well, what did you do over the Thanksgiving holiday?
Played football and basketball.
Well, you're quite a player, aren't you?
I don't know.
You ever play in school?
Yeah.
And that gets you into
Trouble.
hot water. Okay, Bobby, thank you for talking. Let's talk to this girl. And we'll have time for 2 or 3 more maybe before the class period's over. And your name?
Janie Bramlet.
Janie Bramlet. That's a real pretty name. You like the name Janie?
No.
What is your full name?
Mary Jane Bramlet.
Mary, would you rather be called Mary?
No.
Or Mary Jane?
No.
Well, let's suppose that you had, there was not any trouble. You could just change your name and could be called something else. What would you desire?
I don't know.
No, you hadn't thought too much about it. You just don't like Janie, though.
No.
How many of you in the room like your name? Mm-hmm. I like mine. I thought most everybody liked their name. What'd you do over the Thanksgiving holiday?
We ate turkey and dressing.
Richard come home?
Yes.
Did he bring his wife?
Yes.
They still fuss and fight?
No. Well, sometimes.
Well, I don't know. I didn't know that they did, but sometimes, couples have little differences. Kind of like your mom and dad probably does at times. Do they ever fuss?
Sometimes, not very often.
As long as your mother minds pretty good, they don't have much trouble. Does your dad ever get after you?
Yes.
Do you remember the last time that he scolded you or called you down or disciplined you?
Yeah, when I was doing my homework on the floor
When was that?
the other week.
The other week. I wouldn't imagine, though, you'd be too much of a problem at home. Am I right? You don't get in too much hot water, do you?
Well, not unless we have other people around, like my sister.
Oh. You don't cause very much trouble at school, so I wouldn't think you would at home. What's your favorite subject in school?
Science.
Now, honestly.
Science.
Boy, I wish I had a quarter or something. Hold my keys. Well, I'm glad you said that. Well, what would you think would be, why do you say science?
Because it's interesting.
Mm-hmm. How about the teacher?
It's good.
Uh-huh. He really is a real nice fellow, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Boy, you really agree with it. Thank you, Janie. Well, I want to remember you in my will or something. All right. Come around here a little bit more. And your name?
Kathy Banks.
Mm-hmm. Do you like that name?
It's okay.
It's okay. And you have a sister?
Yes.
I believe you look like your father.
No.
Yes. You look more like your father, and your sister looks more like her mother, in my opinion. I talked to them not long ago, and, pretty close, and I got a chance to look at them. Yeah, I believe you do look more like your father. Who do you think you look like?
My mother.
Oh, you do? Who would you like to look like?
No one.
No one, huh? Well, I don't know how you'd look then if you look like no one. You have a boyfriend?
No.
Really? I thought that you probably did. You don't like any boys.
No.
Well, that's good. Think you ever will?
A what?
You think you ever will like any boys?
No.
Do you like music?
Yes.
What type of music do you like?
I don't know.
Someone told me the other day, I asked them, they said long hair. And I thought long-haired music was just, these symphonies and so forth. And they said, no, long-hair music's not. That's the type that comes out of England with all these, all this rock and bang and crash and so forth. What record do you like the best today?
Sunshine, Lollipops, and Rainbows.
What? Sunshine, Lollipops, and Rainbows? That's the whole song, isn't it? That's just the title? What are you going to do when you grow up?
I'm not sure yet.
You're not sure yet. Would you like to sit down and think about it?
Yes.
Okay, thank you for talking. And let's talk to one more girl here. I think we'll stop right here with her. Come up a little closer. And your name?
Kayla Nichols.
Gayla, do you think anybody lives on the moon?
No.
Don't think there's any life there?
No.
Do you think there's any life on any of the planets throughout the universe?
No.
You don't believe these flying saucer UFO tales you hear are true?
They might be.
They might be, but you don't believe there's anybody in them?
I don't know.
You don't know. Well, that's kind of a deep question, is it, this early in the morning? Are you hungry?
Yes.
You eating at school today?
Yes.
And you know what we're having for lunch?
No.
How about apple pie? Cobbler.
No.
You don't like that?
No.
You have a sister?
Yes.
What's her name?
Debbie. Nichols.
Debbie Penny?
Nichols.
Nichols, oh. Debbie Nichols. And did you have have a big meal over the Thanksgiving holiday?
Yes.
Uh-huh. Did you eat too much?
No.
No. Do you ever eat too much?
Yes.
How do you feel?
Awful.
Awful. You feel kind of full?
Yes.
Did you ever eat so much that you got sick and had to regurgitate?
No.
You never did ever get that sick. I've seen people that way. What are you going to do, what would you like to do in the future when you grow up?
Be a music teacher.
A music teacher. Well, that'd be fine, Gail. Thank you for talking. All right. We have some more people to record, and we will do that in just a short time. All right, we are going to continue with our taping of the voices of the students. And have a girl coming along here and standing here, and kind of looks like a miniature Ben Casey. How long have you had that shirt? 2 or 3 centuries?
No.
What's your name?
Shirley Davis.
Oh, that's a pretty name. What do they call you?
Skeeter.
Do you like that name?
Uh-huh. Yes. Yes.
Have you had your voice taped before, Shirley?
Yes.
How did it sound?
Silly.
Do you think it sounded like you think you sound?
No.
No. Well, that's always the case, isn't it? And, oh yes, you have a little bundle of energy or joy or crying or something at your house, don't you?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Tell me about this boy.
It's not a boy.
Oh, it's not a boy, so it must be a...
Girl.
Yes. All right, tell me about her.
Well, she has red hair and bluish green eyes. She weighs over 9 pounds. She smiles all the time.
Really?
Yes. She's real short.
Does she do anything else?
Yes.
You would want to tell me everything she does, I don't suppose.
Not everything.
All right, how you getting on with your sister?
Which one?
Well, of course, the little one's no trouble, but your big one.
Look.
Okay, Shirley, thank you for talking. And we have another girl here. And your name?
Debbie Hathaway.
And Debbie, how did you like Thanksgiving?
It's okay, I guess.
You like the vacation?
Yeah.
Did you have dinner at your house or some other place?
My house.
Did you have anybody over for dinner?
Yeah.
About how many dozen?
3.
About 3 dozen?
Jesse and Simeon.
Uh-huh. And I believe they have a new daughter too, don't they?
Yes.
What do you think about her?
She's a brat.
How's that?
She's all the time crying.
Is she really? Why don't you feed her?
I ain't gonna feed her.
She's really mean. Oh, she's not old enough to be mean. She's either hungry or wet, isn't she?
Yes.
Who do you think she looks like?
Jesse.
Is that good or bad?
That's bad.
She's not very nice looking.
No.
You don't think so? Oh, surely you do. He's a nice looking boy. Let me see. Well, no, I won't ask you about. You don't have any boyfriend, so I don't want to ask you about that, right?
No. No.
I heard something. Somebody said.
What do you mean?
What'd he say?
Nothing.
Oh, he didn't say anything. And you live on Baysinger Street.
Yes.
Oh, who's some of your neighbors that I might know?
Roy Curry and Bob Lavelle and Miss Butler and
Well, that's a pretty rough neighborhood, isn't it?
yes.
Okay, thank you for talking. Now we got a fellow here. What was you doing walking to school this morning?
Welcome to school.
Did you walk all the way from home?
No, my mom brought me.
Your mom let you out over on the highway and you walked on to school?
Yes.
Well, we were coming along and you were walking. You had this little red maroon hat on, you know, and before we got to you, Anita said, well, that's Stephen Adams. What's he doing over here? I said, I don't know. She said, well, he shouldn't be over here walking. And I said, well, what do you care? So she let you out over there. Your mother works where?
McLeansboro.
Works at the high school, doesn't she?
Yes.
What's wrong? What would you like to do when you get grown?
I don't know.
What do you like to do now?
What do you mean?
Well, what do you like to do? What do you have fun doing?
Playing.
Playing what?
With my chemistry set.
What else?
Well,
It's not going to bite you. I got to get up close to your mouth or you can't pick you up. You like to talk?
yes.
Like to get in trouble?
No.
No. What you what?
I said I usually do.
Oh, that seems to follow you, doesn't it? Where'd you go Thanksgiving?
Over to my aunt and uncle's.
Where they live?
Out in Parish Edition.
Parish Edition. All right. Thank you, young man, for talking. Let's talk to this girl. Well, if I describe her, I'd say she had on a white sweater today, and short sleeves, and a skirt that is kind of what would you say it was?
Gray.
A gray. And your name?
Mary Frances Baylon.
Why you lean back for? Why you lean back for? Don't lean back. Well, I'm not gonna put it in your mouth. And you afraid of the mic?
No.
No. I want to make sure I get you on here. Let's see now. Oh, yeah, you were telling me how mean your little brother was, right?
I haven't got a little brother.
Oh, no, somebody else, wasn't it? What do you like in school, Mary?
Science.
Oh, I like to hear that. You'll probably get another A next time. What would you like to do when you get grown?
A stenographer or secretary.
What do they do?
Type. Take shorthand.
Oh, yeah. Did I ask you about who you'd like to work for?
No.
You're going to be working in an office of some sort, is that right? What would you like to have in there? One chair or two chairs?
One.
That way you can sit in the boss's lap?
No.
Well, where would you sit? He'd have to sit someplace. If you only had one chair, you have to sit in his lap. Is that why you said that?
No.
Oh, I'll bet she did. How much do stenographers or bookkeepers or whatever you said make?
I don't know.
Well, maybe they don't pay them anything. You wouldn't want to work for peanuts, would you?
No.
Uh-huh. And what do you do when you're not around school? At home, weekend, summer?
I watch TV.
Oh, you're a TV bug, are you? What's your favorite programs?
I haven't got a special one.
What do you dislike the most?
There isn't one, I don't think.
Oh, you just like them all. Okay.
The news.
The news. Oh. Okay, you may be seated. Thank you for talking. I find out that this happens so much with people your age that you don't like to watch the news. But this is, of course, very informative. Sometimes they can make you kind of gloomy. And your name?
Beth Barnett.
All right, Beth Barnett, not Barnett.
It's pronounced either way.
Oh, you mean you wouldn't get mad if I said Beth Barnett?
No.
How about this, Mahaffey girl? Is she your friend?
Yes.
Was that who she was referring to back about 3 or 4 years ago?
I think so. I don't know.
What do you like in school?
Oh, everything, really.
Well, that's good, if you like everything. What are you going to get for Christmas?
I don't know.
Haven't you made any direct hints as yet to Santa Claus?
Well, I know what I want, but I don't know if I'm going to get it or not.
Would you like to tell us? Maybe Santa Claus is listening.
Well, I want clothes, and I want, I just want clothes mostly.
What kind of clothes do you like now?
I don't know, just school clothes and everything.
What are some of the styles in clothes right now? This might be interesting years to come, some of the students listening to this, and maybe some of your children say years to come say, well, is that what Mommy wore back then? What are some of the things they wear today?
Skirts and sweaters and jumpers and things like that.
What are some of the kind of new names you hear for clothing?
I don't know.
Oh, you surely have. Now, I've seen some of these. I hear them talking about them. People wear them.
Hip huggers.
Now you're talking hip huggers. And, of course, I guess they're kind of tight, aren't they? All right, what else? The blouse line.
Oh.
Poor boys?
Yeah.
Anything else? Maybe this guy behind me can tell me in a minute. Now, let's see, you have how many brothers and sisters?
I have one brother and one sister.
What does your father do to bring groceries home?
What's he do except for bring groceries home?
What does he do for a living?
Oh, he's a grocer.
Oh, he's a grocer, and he helps run Velma's Market?
No.
No? What market?
Food center.
Is that a good store?
I guess.
Yes. Okay, let's talk to this young man back here. Appears to be a rather nice young fellow. I don't know if he's trying to butter me up or what, but he's always saying nice things to me, and I kind of like it, though. I got out of the car the other night, and he hollered across there, and, "Hi, Mr. Gray, how you?" And I said, "Oh, pretty good." What's your name?
Kevin Newman.
Hey, boy, that came through strong, didn't it? You got, well, he's so large and masculine, that big voice. Oh, Kevin, I tell you, I wanted to, of course, I thought this was really good, everybody, the other day in this program we had, but I thought you did exceptionally well with your part.
Thank you.
You were reading about the Rockbound Shore or something, weren't you?
Yes, it was. Wait, go on, talk. I got this.
Go ahead, tell me. It sounded as though you were actually on a stage or something, not really reading it.
Landing of the Pilgrim Fathers was the name of it, and it was by Felicia D. Hemmons. It was about the first landing of the Pilgrims.
Oh, you really did a real good job. Who was it with you up there?
Sherri Keating.
Sherri Keating? Uh-huh. Who?
Never mind.
Sherri who?
Sherri Keating.
What? Did you say some other word in there? Did you say Mont? What does that mean?
Maud and Leroy.
Is that your names? No, well, I didn't know what you were talking about.
Negroes from the backwood.
Oh.
And we made it. Really, Patty and her made it up. I always say it. It's two Negroes, and they're having a fight, and they're from backwoods of Tennessee, and you know how they talk. And but the man's name's Leroy, and the woman's name's Maud.
Oh, I see.
I kid Debbie's mother all the time about it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, what are you going to do when you grow up?
I either want to be a teacher in a school for science and English, because they're my favorite subjects, or be a music teacher.
Mm-hmm, that'd be fine. Well, I think you do a good job. Thank you for talking. Let's talk to this young lady. And your name?
Nancy Jo Ezel.
And you don't like your name, do you, Nancy?
No.
What would you like to be called?
Chris.
Chris. You'd like to be called Christine, or maybe that's your name?
No, I just like to be called Chris.
You mean C-R-C-H-R-I-S? I wonder why.
I like it.
You just like it, just kind of like you just like hamburgers, huh?
Yes.
We've already interviewed some of you back there, so let's keep it down. What'd you do over the Thanksgiving holiday?
Well, we went out to eat, and Gayla was with us, and she spent 2 nights with us, and we went to 2 Tonys and Kama or something like that, and we really had fun.
Oh, which Gayla went with you? Yeah. That one over there? How you get along with her?
Well, she's been one of my best friends for a real long time.
Is she a pretty good girl?
Yes.
Well, that's fine. I kind of suspected that. I didn't know for sure, but I kind of thought maybe she was. And you mean you put up with her a couple of days?
Yes.
Did you get plenty to eat at 2 Tonys?
Yes.
You didn't, both of you come out looking like 2 Tonys, did you? You have to eat a lot, wouldn't you? How you get along with your little brother? You'd like to give him back to the Indians?
Yes.
You only have a brother, don't you? Is that all? Just you and your brother. And let's see, your father, is he an Indian?
No.
Oh, well, he handles rugs, doesn't he? And don't they make smoke signals with blankets or something?
Not hardly.
Oh. He runs the carpet joint, right?
Yes.
Does he have any pretty carpets down there?
I haven't been down there in a while, but I guess so.
You don't go down there. You're afraid he'll make you get to work or something?
No, 'cause I'm going to work down there when I'm older.
Oh, I see. He probably doesn't want you around now, right?
I don't know.
Okay, Nancy, thank you for talking. Let's talk to this girl. Step right up. And your name?
Debbie Parsons.
Why, yes. Oh, I wanted to commend you too, Debbie. We have so many students in here that do a real good job at different things. And I don't know, it was one night during the basketball game, or not during the game, but at the halftime between games, you did a routine, didn't you, with the baton?
Yes.
What tune did you do this to?
South of the Border.
South of the Border. Well, this was really good. You did a real fine job.
Thank you.
I was kind of funny. I just sat down there pretty close to your father when you were doing this, and he was really watching. I could see how proud he was. So I acted like I didn't see him, and I said to somebody nearby, I said, I wonder who that kid is. You know what he said?
No, no telling.
No telling. But he looked over at me and grinned real big like he was proud of you, too. Are you going to move?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Where are you going to move to?
I think to Alton, but I'm not sure.
Well, I'll be. I don't know if we're going to let you or not. You want to go?
Not really, but...
They said we need to go, and so you're going to go along.
Yeah.
You'll miss some of your friends, won't you?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Are you going to cry?
I don't know.
You might. Let's see now. You have a couple of sisters. I guess they were home for the holiday, weren't they?
Yes.
Did they give you any trouble?
No, well, as far as sisters go, you know. We get along all right.
Are you proud of them?
Yeah, very.
You don't have a brother, do you?
No.
Just your sisters. Do you have a dog?
Yes.
Well, what's the name of your dog?
Sergeant.
Sergeant. Did you ever have another dog?
Yes, we have one right now named Benji.
Well, all right. I won't talk about your other dog you used to have then. What are your sisters going to do in college? I mean, what's their goal?
Well, Glenda Kay wants to be a social worker, and I think Glenda Lee wants to go into advertising, but I'm not sure.
And how about you?
I don't know yet. I think I want to be a history teacher.
Oh, that'd be fine. Well, if you move to Alton, you're not too far from St. Louis. They have a university there, and then Southern has a branch at Edwardsville, so that'd be pretty handy, won't it?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay, thank you for talking. Let's talk to this girl. I say, you're who? Leroy?
Sherri Keating.
Sherri Keating. You were doing this bit with him the other day, is that right? Mm-hmm. A lot of talent. We have a lot of talent, don't we?
Yes.
You mean the others, or you two?
All of us.
All of us. Let's see, Sherri. You told me one time that you would like to go to the moon.
I don't know now.
Do you think anything's on the moon?
Yes.
What?
People.
What do they look like?
I don't know. I haven't been up there.
What do you think they look like?
Different from what we look like.
How?
Well, they might have 3 heads and 4 eyes or something like that.
I've seen some people here on Earth have 4 eyes.
Who?
Well, not really. Let's see. You have a sister in high school and one married, right?
Yes.
Did I ever tell you? I did tell you what I used to think about you, didn't I?
Yes, you used to think I was a little brat.
Yes. You know, it was a false impression. Really, that was a false impression. You can get the wrong impression of people sometimes, you know that? I don't know where I got that idea, but when I saw you down in the 2nd or 3rd grade through there, I said, boy, she's going to be a Lulu.
I am.
No, you were really nothing like what I thought you'd be. I was really pleasantly surprised.
My other 2 sisters were nice, but I'm not.
Well, they were nice too. That's true. They were very nice, and so are you. At least you are around me, and that's what counts. What do you like for Christmas?
Clothes and money.
What clothes?
If they're still in style, mini skirt and.
You say if they're really still in style, they go out pretty fast, do they?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Thank you for talking. Let's talk to this young lady. Do you have pneumonia?
No.
Do you have a cold?
Yes.
Get the germs off the mic. Your name?
Lynn Young.
You're still smiling. Right?
Yeah.
And you have still have big dark eyes.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
You know that is really an asset to a person, to smile. I've told you that before, haven't I?
Yes.
Let's see now, Lynn. You would like to be what in the future?
An astronomer.
Mm-hmm. Where would you get a job?
I don't know.
You don't know, but you just think that'd be interesting. Uh-huh. What do you think about boys and girls dating? How old should they be?
Well, I think they shouldn't start dating until maybe the end of their freshman year or the beginning of their sophomore, or something like that.
When you talk about dating, what do you mean by dating? What's your definition?
Well, a girl goes out with a boy in a car, or maybe they'll meet in the show.
Mm-hmm. You think that your age is a little too young?
Yes,
What does your mother think?
same thing.
Mother thinks too. Are there boys and girls that date real young, like 12, 13?
Yes.
And you think that's too young?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I'll ask this boy behind you, see what he thinks about it. Oh, thank you for talking. I think we probably talked long enough. Your name?
Wardie White.
What do you think about this subject we were discussing here?
Well, when you're too young, when you're 12 and 13, you should wait till you're freshman or sophomore.
Do you think it depends a lot on the person?
Yes.
I really do too. Although I really feel that maybe 12, 13, 14 is a little bit too young for anybody, but it depends on the person. You're a basketball player?
Yes.
You really like to play, don't you?
Yes.
You'd about as soon to play basketball as to eat when you're hungry, right?
Yes.
Well, that's what it takes to be a good basketball player. How many hours would you say you put in practicing basketball?
The whole year, just, well, I don't know.
Several hundred, right?
Yes.
You have a goal at home?
Yes.
Who comes by and shoots some with you?
Leon Mills.
You and Leon pretty good, are you?
Yes.
Are you as good as Leon yet?
No.
No. Is Leon your neighbor?
Yes.
Do you have you been having trouble recently with your teeth?
No.
Your gums?
No. No.
Haven't you really?
Uh-uh.
I thought maybe your gums looked like they were a little swollen. Do they get? Is this the way?
When I brush my teeth bleed off. They do sometimes.
Have you talked to the dentist about that?
No.
Might be a good idea to talk to him. I think maybe you've got something wrong with your gums. I mean, I don't necessarily want to put this on the tape, but I just observed that. How's John doing?
All right.
Did your dad get mad at the ball game the other night?
Yeah. The Kerry Mills game or?
Yes.
Yes.
What did he say?
I don't know.
I don't know either, but I went by him and he said something about he'd like to knock somebody's teeth out.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know who you're talking about. I hope it wasn't me.
Referee.
Oh, it was one of the referees?
Alejandro.
Oh, boy, look out. He kind of got hot under the collar, huh?
Yes.
How did you feel after most of your main help had gone? Did you feel kind of lonesome out there?
Yes.
Good thing we didn't have another minute to play, wasn't it?
Yes.
They were swarming around you like a bunch of bees.
They'd foul us every time we'd take it down court. They pressed.
You think you guys will win most of your games this year?
Yes.
Well, I sure hope you do. And let's talk to this girl back here behind you. And we don't have too many left. And your name?
Katy Putnam.
Katie, don't get behind me now. Get right out here a little more and a little closer. Katie, do you like wearing braces?
No.
How long do you have to wear braces?
For about 2 years.
How long have you worn them?
For about a year and a half.
Hey, you're about, don't have too long to go, do you? Do you think they've helped you a great deal?
Yes.
I guess they're really worth the money, aren't they?
Well, I guess so.
That's something that I've always been very appreciative of. My kids their teeth were straight. The time to do it's when they're young, right? So they won't look that way all your life. Katie, do you like to go to school?
Yeah.
Do you say yeah all the time?
No.
What do you say sometimes?
Yes.
Why do you like to go to school?
I don't know. I just like to.
Well, can't you give me some reasons? What are some of the things that makes you like to come to school?
I don't know. know, just getting together with the kids, I guess.
All right, that'd be good, getting together with the kids, the children, the students, the friends. Uh-huh. And how you getting along with your father?
Okay, I guess.
Does he ever get after you?
Yeah.
Is he very rough?
No.
Not very rough. How about Mama?
No.
How about anybody?
Brother.
How about Ross?
That's the one.
What does he do?
Everything.
Bop you?
Yeah.
I figured he would. What do you like to have for Christmas, Katie?
Telephone my room.
Hey, that'd be nice, wouldn't it? Do you have a private line?
No.
You don't have a private line at your house? You have some people on your line, huh? Yes. Boy, if you want to get something nice, get you a private line. That's always really nice. Thank you for talking. Let's talk to this young man. And your name?
Jim Rogers.
Hey, Big Jim, huh? Jim, what are you going to do when you grow up?
I either want to be a pharmacist or a doctor.
Mm-hmm. Like to be a pharmacist or a doctor. You're going to be around medicine, is that right?
Yes.
If you can't keep them well and treat them, then your dad will bury them, right?
Yes.
What he'll do is bury your mistakes, right?
Yes.
You cut on a guy and you cut the wrong thing and he dies and your dad takes him and buries him. Right? Well, maybe that won't happen. You don't have any trouble with your brothers or sisters, do you?
No, because I haven't got any brothers and sisters.
Uh-huh. Are you going to try to do anything in track this next spring?
Yes.
What are you going to do?
I'm trying to throw a shot
How far?
as far as I can. Over 30 feet.
And then how about next year?
Throw it farther than that.
About how far?
Oh, I don't know.
40?
I'll try.
Mm-hmm. And do you have a pretty good appetite?
No, it just seems that way.
It seems that way, huh? How do you get along with your mother and father?
Okay.
Do they ever have to get after you?
Yes.
Tell me, Jim, how do you get along with those dead bodies?
I'm not scared of them.
Do you ever take a walk of a night downstairs, maybe after everybody's gone, and maybe the body's still there, and do you ever just take a walk down there and peep in?
Yes.
Does that kind of make you feel a little funny?
No.
Do you lock your doors? Do you lock your door of a night when you go to sleep?
You mean my bedroom door? No.
Aren't you afraid maybe a ghost might come up those steps and come in there and get you?
No.
Well, I know you're not. All right, Jim, thank you for talking because you're used to that, aren't you? You grew up with those dead bodies. Come over a little closer. This way. Your name?
Gayla Camp.
And Gayla, you have a chance now to talk about Nancy. She talked about you a while ago. What all did you and Nancy do?
Well, we went to two Tony's in Carmine and ate at a smorgasbord, and then we went to Evansville.
Mm-hmm. And you really like that, huh? Do some shopping in Evansville?
No, we got there too late.
Oh, you just kind of drove around?
We ate supper at the farmer's daughter.
Oh, you ate. What did you eat at Two Tony's?
You don't really want to know, do you?
No, but I mean, this wasn't the same day.
No, yeah, it was the same day. It was Thanksgiving.
After eating at Two Tony's, and I don't think I'd want anything at the farmer's daughter, I'd be so full. You didn't eat much, though.
Nancy and I ate a pizza.
Oh, you did, uh-huh. But you didn't eat too awfully much. Was it good?
Yes.
You could eat all you wanted?
Yes.
Uh-huh. How do you like the 7th grade?
I like it better than I thought I would.
Fine. Don't you, I guess you like your teachers real well, don't you?
Yes.
You like Mr. Gray and Mr. Hill and Mr. McRoy and all of them?
Yes.
You have Mr. Finney?
No.
You have Miss Baker?
No.
Mr. Smith?
Yes.
Okay. And, well, school can be a lot of fun if a person wants to make it that way, right? Now tell me about your family. You have some brothers and sisters, don't you?
I have a sister and a brother.
And you're the oldest one?
Yes.
You were the only one in the family for how long?
5 years.
Oh, boy, I bet you really... Oh, all right, but
3 years. 3 years.
Well, you don't remember it too much, do you, when you were alone? And what are your plans for the future?
I'd like to do something in the order of music. I don't know.
Okay, thank you for talking. And they say last but not least. And, of course, he's last, but he's not least, are you? Your name?
Adrien Sinks.
Mm-hmm. Adrien, you think these tape recorders are interesting?
I don't know.
Have you always lived in Eldorado?
No.
You notice this thing here moving?
Yes.
You know what causes that?
Me?
That's right. A lot of you talk to Father over it goes, right?
Yes.
What does your father do?
He's a mechanic.
What do you like to do?
Mechanic.
Do you like to do that? What can you mechanic on? What have you ever fixed or torn up?
Radios.
How was it torn up and you fixed it?
I tore it up.
Oh, but you didn't fix it.
No.
Did you ever take a clock apart?
Yes.
Did you get all the parts back together?
No.
I took one apart one time and came out with 15 extra parts. You think it ran?
Yes.
It didn't. When I ran, maybe. What are you going for Christmas?
I don't know.
Do you have any? Did I ask you if you had any brothers or sisters?
No.
Do you?
Yes. One brother and one sister.
And are you the oldest?
Yes.
Is your mother from McLeansboro?
Yes.
What was her name before she married?
Griffith.
Griffith?
Yes.
I wonder if I knew her.
I don't know.
I don't know if I know her, and I know your dad when I see him. Well, I tell you what, thank you for talking, young man. And that is everybody, I believe. Who's missing here? Oh, Mark. Well, and who's here? Well, we'll try to get them on some of these days. We've been talking with 7A, and this is November the 28th, 1966, and we have a lot of real good voices on here. And I know the boys and girls are really anxious to hear themselves, and so we'll just stop her and run her back and start listening to some of them. That's all, folks. All right, we have two more boys that were absent the other day, and we're going to talk with them and give everybody a chance. I believe this is the last day of November. Your name?
Kenny Pack.
How did you like hearing these other voices?
Okay.
You've heard your voice before?
Yes.
You have a little brother?
Yeah.
Is he a problem to you?
Yes.
What does he do to irritate you?
No. He bit me the other day.
He bit you? Hey, you still got the prints?
Yeah, right there.
Boy, I believe he did. I guess he was mad at you.
Well, we were fighting in the floor.
And he just bit you. Well, has he had hydrophobia shots?
No.
You may need a shot.
No, I think I do. He acts like a dog.
He acts like a dog. All right. Let me see. Why didn't we record you the other day?
I was absent.
Why?
I went to Ohio.
To Ohio. Where's that?
Under Michigan.
Under Michigan?
Yeah.
Well, let's see. How do you get to Ohio if it's under Michigan?
We went to Detroit first.
Oh, you have to go to Michigan and go down on the ground, and then you way down there's Ohio?
No. You go Michigan, and you go through Indiana, and that's a long ride. And then you get to Michigan, and you go to Detroit, and then you go to Ohio. Then you go to West Virginia and Kentucky and all that.
Oh, all through there. Well, do you have some relatives in Ohio?
Yes, most of my dad's relatives are in Ohio.
Do you know the capital of Ohio?
Columbus?
Columbus?
I think so.
You think so? Well, I think that's pretty close. You ever been to Columbus?
I don't know.
I wonder where they got that name.
Maybe Christopher Columbus
What'd he do?
discovered America.
Oh, he did. I thought it was America Vespucius.
No, he was with Columbus.
Oh, he was? I don't remember that in the book.
Yeah, he was.
I read the wrong book?
No, he wasn't with him, but he named him for America.
Oh, I see. What are you going to do around Christmas time? Or maybe I should ask you what you're going to get for Christmas.
I don't know. I want a skunk.
A skunk? Oh, well, four-legged one, two-legged one?
Four-legged.
I know some two-legged skunks.
I do too, my brother.
Yeah. He's quite an animal. He was a dog a while ago, now he's a skunk. I suppose you want the skunk defumigated, don't you?
Yes.
How do you like the odor of a skunk?
It's okay, I guess.
I guess. Why do you want a skunk?
Well, it's something different and they're pretty.
They're pretty. What makes you think they're pretty?
I don't know, they just are.
What about them's pretty?
Their coat.
Uh-huh. You mean the white and the black?
Yeah.
Did you ever see an animal that was white with a yellow stripe down its back?
Yeah, me.
Okay, Kenny, thank you for talking. All right, we have this other boy. This boy has on a shirt that's kind of striped and 3 pencils and a note in his pocket. And white socks and blue jeans and...
That's enough.
And that's enough. And your name?
Mark Cavness.
Mark, come over here a little closer so I have to reach so far. Mark, why didn't we record you a few days ago?
Because I was in St. Louis.
Mm-hmm. Like, tell us why you were up there?
I went to visit our relatives, and we went Christmas shopping and saw a Cardinal football game.
Oh, you saw the Cardinal football game. Who's your favorite player on the Cardinals?
Johnny Rowan, probably.
How about Wilson?
Wilson, what about him?
Doesn't he play on...
Larry Wilson?
Yes?
Yeah, he plays.
How'd he do?
He did pretty good. They were playing and he intercepted a pass, but the quarterback was down. He was down on his knees and he threw the ball, but he intercepted a pass, but it wasn't an interception.
I heard him talking the other day. He'd probably make the All-Pro team. You think he will?
I couldn't say.
You're not an authority on that.
No.
What are you expecting for Christmas, Mark?
Oh, let's see. I'm hoping for a road race set. And and money and clothes and let's see, a saddle for my horse and money and and let's see.
You couldn't put in a good word for me, could you?
Well,
You go get some money. If you see Santa Claus, tell him I like a little too.
yeah, okay.
Is there anything else you'd like to say?
Let's see. Goodbye.
Okay, thank you for talking, and then I guess we'll let them hear their voice.